dibeli boleh tanya-tanya lebih apa namanya programnya besok datang.
Ya, salah seorang yang you have time, please think about, let's say talking about, and she said, with my pleasure.
Komite ini adalah mengenai era digital untuk media televisi dan radio. Menurut senior akan sangat mensupport era digital media.
Jadi isu penting mengenai teknik ini penyiaran. Itu memang isu yang sudah berjalan lama. Bagaimana ya itu. Lalu di masing-masing negara akan berbeda-beda itu. Jadi ada baru berjalan, ada yang baru setengah berjalan gitu kan. Kedua juga bagaimana tentang media baru tentang security dan sebagainya. Dan itu kan keamanannya bagaimana, itu juga adalah satu isu di bidang teknik.
Yanti Yusfin, General Assembly.
You are listening special program 52 Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly 2016.
Still live from the Western. Really.
Okay, Iran Amoral.
Okay, Iran. Now we would like to take some delegates to visit Kuta. Without visiting Kuta, it means that you've never been to Kuta.
Never in Bali, yeah? Okay.
So you've never been in Bali. So if you are in Bali, please, yes,
Come.
save your time. Take time to visit Kuta.
To visit Kuta,
It's only a couple of minutes from here, right? Tidak terlalu jauh.
Ya,
Maybe
berapa menit ya?
yeah, about 30 minutes.
Okay, about
30
40 minutes to get Kuta, ya?
All right, and the question now is, what are you going to do if you are in Kuta? There's
Apa?
plenty of things.
Apa ya?
Surfing, go surfing. Right.
Juga
Go
bisa.
sunbathing.
Okay,
Very
betul.
hot down there. So last couple of days we already mentioned to those of you who are going out for the sunbathing. So don't forget to bring your sunscreen. Right, sunblock, and also drinks lots of water.
Water and maybe you use hat, ya?
And also drink much more beer.
Oh. Ya, itu dia kalau di Kuta sih memang terkenal dengan pantainya. Kemudian mereka di beach walk.
Itu dia. Ini Iren tahu saya gitu.
Iya
Tahu
dong.
selera wanita pasti akan yang sangat luar biasa. Kemudian sebelahnya juga sebenarnya along the Kuta Beach you can find some one to the modern one.
Okay.
So if you really want to have some shopping
Bisa ya
in the
di
Kuta
sana.
Beach, ya Kuta Beach R Shop.
Tadi beli di sana untuk oleh-oleh nantinya.
Oke.
a Françoise so bene welisane Oma busete bibumba mongo Kika penso dute ya unyulame Oma wasate bakweli wenge Ongele so makaka kane mongo Kika pensi bise mulima mongo Tolo motiti moni Tolo motiti moni Tolo motiti masango serene A Françoise amuna wo Sango serendente, motiti masango serendente. Dolo motiti, dolo motiti mani, dolo motiti masango serendente. Sona wamo talebwa, sona temeli wenge, dumati anomba. Sango serendente, amuna wo, dolo motiti moni, dolo motiti masango serendente, dolo motiti moni, dolo motiti masango serendente, dolo motiti moni, dolo motiti bila serendente.
ABU Flares. Posisi lembaga penyiaran publik di dunia saat ini tergolong tidak secemblik, masih tergantung pada pendanaan dari pemerintah.
Ya, kita masih berada di special program dari 53rd to 26th of October 2016.
Oke, and still live ya di WESTIN.
Kita tadi yang sedang berlangsung di komputer kita, sehingga ya nanti kita akan tentang penyiaran publik. Dan Iren,
para delegasi ini sudah mulai lunch ya. Mudah-mudahan mereka juga menikmati hidangan yang sudah disiapkan.
Saya tadi agak kaget gitu. Kenapa? Ya. Apakah musik yang dimainkan ini adalah musik? Apakah musik? Ternyata ini adalah musik yang di sebelah kita ini.
Oh begitu.
Ini adalah musik.
Oke.
Jadi saya pikir tadi itu keluar dari mesin kita. Kemudian I just try to have a look and concentrate on the music performance by Radio Republik of Indonesia, the staff of Radio Republik of Indonesia Station of Denpasar.
Kira-kira setelah meeting mereka akan melanjutkan lagi ya, Bung Paul ya, untuk program committee meeting ya hingga pukul 17.30 di Nusantara 3. Sedangkan di Nusantara 1 itu juga akan berlangsung technical committee meeting yang artinya berlangsung sampai pukul 17.30 juga.
Sampai 17.30.
Ya, betul.
Kayaknya ada 3 meeting.
Nah, kalau meeting pada pukul 17 hingga 18 itu di venue-nya adalah Bandung ya. Itu adalah meeting of the presidency.
Itu hanya 1 jam aja. It means that we are talking about high level of the minister radio and television in the world. So we discuss anything about the policy. Ya, ini kan yang mereka bicarakan bukan cuma satu hal saja, tapi juga dari kemarin sampai sekarang ini itu lebih banyak masalah. Saya ingat tadi juga saya sempat berjalan-jalan ketika Bung Maulana itu membawakan acaranya dia dari jam 10. Sempat mampir ke lagi yang mana ada sebuah luar biasa. Memang ini RRI Denpasar ini sedang menguji Mondal. Nah, inilah the digital future of FM, katanya begitu. Kemudian saya berbicara banyak dengan beliau, dia mengatakan bahwa Anda bisa mendengarkan di AM, tetapi kualitasnya siarannya
seperti FM ya.
Oke, kita lanjut. Sebelum kita talk more about that, kita lanjut lagi ke Pradita.
Tranquila, mami, tranquila. Despacio con ritmo bueno, así se llega. No vayas con tanta prisa, observa todo el terreno. Quédate un ratito y después te vas. Quédate un ratito y después te vas. Huele una margarita, una rosa y un clavel. Prueba poco de todo, lo que sea placer. Para gozar lo rico tienes que conocer lo bueno y lo malo y lo que te dé placer. Lo bueno. Y Luis Vargas, que también le canta a Latinoamérica y el mundo su música. Ahora en buen camino, nada nos va a parar. Lo que sea que encontremos nos gustará. Lo que sea que encontremos nos gustará. Lo que sea que encontremos.
View Flash.
Posisi lembaga penyiaran publik di dunia saat ini tergolong tidak secemerlang lembaga penyiaran komersial. Hal itu dikarenakan lembaga penyiaran publik masih tergantung pada pendanaan dari pemerintah setiap negara. Karenanya untuk memperkuat posisi dan eksistensi dari lembaga penyiaran publik, perlu dibentuk suatu organisasi dunia di mana lembaga penyiaran publik dapat berkontribusi lebih banyak dan berbagi pengalaman serta pembelajaran bagi lembaga penyiaran publik lainnya. Hal itu disampaikan oleh anggota Dewan Pengawas LP Technical Meeting di Nusa Dua Bali hari ini. Anggota Dewan Pengawas ini terdapat dua masalah yang harus dihadapi lembaga penyiaran publik, yaitu kebutuhan terhadap teknologi digital penyiaran terkini dan masa depan dari lembaga penyiaran publik. Freddy menjelaskan bahwa RRI tetap akan memberikan yang terbaik dalam memberikan informasi kepada para pendengar di seluruh tanah air. Demikian Pradipta Rahadi laporkan.
Oh linda Guajira, 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 oye, qué linda Guajira, Guajira, qué linda eres Guajira. Esta es Guajira y en mis venas lleva tu ritmo, los Guajira de mi corazón. Guajira, Guajira, oye Guajira, qué linda eres Guajira, dulzura. Guajira, Guajira, qué linda eres Guajira. Oye que me voy para el monte, que en el monte se goza mejor. Guajira, 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 Guajira. ¿Cómo? Oye, mira cómo extraño mi monte. ¡Pa' la loma! Vamos, vamos muchachos. Me voy pa'l pueblo, hoy es mi día, voy a gozar todo el alma mía. Me voy pa'l pueblo, hoy es mi día, voy a gozar todo el alma mía. de la loma. Ay, yo soy el mundo de ese mejor. Oye, canto con los caras a cosa buena.
EBU Shop.
Pendengar, Turki adalah sebuah yang terbentang dari semenanjung Anatolia di Asia Barat Daya dan daerah Balkan. Masyarakat Indonesia cukup akrab dengan drama serial televisi Turki yang cukup menghipnotis penonton Indonesia. Lalu bagaimana dengan dunia radio? Kita mengenal lebih dekat Turki dan kita akan berbincang-bincang radio and television yaitu ESGI.
And then Turkish Radio and Television Corporation 1964. It means we are really milestone of Turkish media. And we have 14 TV channel and 16 radio station, and we have 37 different languages broadcasting on the radio, and also we have we are broadcasting news in 41 languages. And then Turkish media, Turkish dramas, and then Turkish musics, and spreading all around the world. International media. Radio is the most important things for us, because everything's starting with radio, and after that TV came up. And that's why we have also radio channel for the local stations. In our local stations on radio, we are broadcasting some local news and local music as well, and also at the same time we are broadcasting news in different languages. This is our specification, because it's easiest way using radio, and that's why radio is most important things for us.
TV series is very popular. How do you think about it?
Exactly. Turkish dramas is becoming popular, just not in your area, all around the world. For example, the Brazilian part, they are crazy about Turkish dramas. And STRT, publicity, it means we have responsible for a bit public environment. Some family cultural things. We care about the and it's not like the Brazilian, not like the soap operas, not like the action movies. We are really care about the family items.
Things, yes.
That's why. And
can you mention maybe 2 or 3 the most popular actor or actress of
Turkey? We have main dramas. Most popular dramas is Resurrection. The main character is Resurrection is about beginning of Ottoman Empire, and the frontman is I can maybe give some pictures about him. And then he's Engin Altan Düz Yatan. He's really famous, not in just in Turkey, all around the world. For example, he's really good actor as well. When you see the drum, he didn't say anything, but you can understand everything from his gestures. And every part of world, because we already sell many places on the good history about Turkey. I mean, Turkish history is, if you compare with the other we have real history, and we are trying to highlight that kind of dramas. That's why Resurrection is our if you compare in Turkey's top dramas, Resurrection TRT production came first line. That's why I could say. And also we have other thematic channel. We have 14 channel. It means we have new channels. It means we have kids channels, music channels, and everything. And also we have newest channel, TRT World broadcasting 24 hours in English and full English, and just the worldwide news. And then it's our newest baby, I could say. And also, what else I could say? Do you have any question? Maybe we can do like that.
Okay, in Indonesia here, beside the PBS public broadcasting radio, we also have so many private radio. How about in Turkey? Do you have?
In Turkey, private radio is focused on music, but if you go to your stations, yes, TRT is a pioneer of the Turkish radios, and then the first radio as well time care about the publicity, care about the our responsibility informing public. We are trying to keep in balance, and everything should be not separating them. We are, covering all kind of thoughts, all consideration, I could say. Yeah.
Well, if we visit Turkey,
Yeah.
which place do you suggest?
Yeah, I'm from TRT. I'm from TRT. TRT's headquarters is in Ankara. It means Ankara is the capital of, more famous than Ankara. But I could say if you come, Turkey is amazing. You can come across every single seasons. When you come, you can do ski, or you can come on the summer times. You can go to seasides, and Turkey is a beautiful place. And then and it's safe. The world media, telling different way, but not like that. It's really safe, and then it's good for the touristic place. Like in Indonesia, if you wanna come to Turkey, the people are very friendly, and then our culture. Our culture is very similar with your culture as well. That's why this is our biggest opportunity. The culture is similar, and then people are, and also we are Muslim people, and religious people are, doesn't like eating some. They come to Turkey. For the Indonesian people, yeah, we love the host. You're welcome.
Yanti Yusfit untuk Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly.
You are listening to special program from the 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly, Bali, 18 to 26 October 2016. With me, Paul Suari on the microphone, and my colleague.
And Iren, and still live from the Westin Resort in Bali, Indonesia.
Okay, Iren, we will have a break for a while because in a few seconds from now we will have IMICS Metropolitan International Community 16.
Dari
Anda sedang mengikuti siaran khusus Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia.
You are listening to special program on the 53rd General Assembly, Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union from Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia.
RRI World Service Voice of Indonesia, Pro 1 RRI Jakarta, and Pro 1 RRI Denpasar present a special program on the 53rd General Assembly of Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, Indonesia. Welcome again, International Community Service brought to you live from the 50th Broadcasting Union at WESTIN Resort Nusa Dua, Bali. And in the next 60 minutes, of course, we'll bring you wonderful news and also current affairs, arts and cultures, and wonderful music to listen. And this program is brought to you by RRI World Service, the Voice of Indonesia, and Pro 1 RRI Denpasar, and part of special program on the 53rd program for today. We are going to bring you our news presented by my colleague Ani Hasana of Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union with the news.
This is Anesana with the news. First, the headlines. ABU expects support for broadcasting treaty. More job opportunities indicates government success. And now the news in detail. Head of Legal Division of the Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union ABU, Doki Nawaz, called to support the protection for international digital broadcast transmission signal. It was stated by Doki Nawaz in his speech in the ABU program. He said efforts to achieve the formation of the broadcasting treaty could only be realized if the countries in the world support the protection efforts at the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, in Geneva, Switzerland. He explained that all broadcasting institutions should encourage intellectual property protection agencies in each country to support the forming of the treaty. According to Nawaz, if all member countries express their supports, broadcasting treaty would be easily passed in Geneva.
The treaty, we call it the Broadcasters Treaty, which is happening, which will protect the signal. If you go to your local IP office, as a broadcaster, you say, okay, I need to say, yes, we support the Broadcasters Treaty. Yes, we are in favor of the Broadcasters Treaty. It will become a treaty.
Nawaz Duki explained that broadcasting treaty aims at protect. This effort, according to him, is included in the protection of broadcast content, which broadcasted via digital frequency. Currently, there is no real form of protects only the signal in their country. The Broadcasting Treaty will be able to protect digital. The discussion about forming a broadcasting treaty in Geneva has been running for 18 years. Digital era, not many people listen to the radio. Radio has had a very long history in the past that actually students of Indonesia is one of the great examples from which the people knew it through the radio. Indonesia stands stronger in the digital era. Those are statements conveyed by Director of Public Indonesia Soleman Yusuf during his opening remarks at the 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly held at Westin Resort Nusa Dua, Bali on Thursday, October the 20th, 2016. He added making innovation in the radio broadcast program is also the main agenda to make Radio Republik Indonesia develop their employers' creativities. Soleman Yusuf further added new technologies can support wonderful programs to be delivered to the listeners and improve the employer skills. That's why he said Radio Republik Indonesia has to go with the flow of technology. Robocon is one of Asia Pacific and HK Japan as a domestic robot contest. In 2000, ABU made cooperation to evolve the robotic contest. Since then, the contest has widely used robotic contest. This was stated by Hideki Tazuke, Vice Chair at Program Committee meeting of the 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly 2016.
Robocon used to be a simple domestic, started it in 1988. But since in 2002, Robocon has evolved in its participating. This is the power of the ABU and the power of. I believe the role of the program committee members and provide a kind of a forum where members can share experiences and learn from each other.
Hideki Tazuke further added, as one of the founding members of the ABU and one of the founders of the Robocon contest, and HK gladly serves ABU members through Hideki Tazuke presenting as the vice chairperson at the meeting. The 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union being held at Westin Resort Nusa Dua, Bali from October 18 to 26 discusses many issues about broadcasting, including 2016 in Nusantara 3 room of Westin Resort Nusa Dua, Bali. The Vice ABU Hideki Tazuka explained that the program for ABU members.
At the third meeting, progress reports and discussions of some new initiative ideas were made. Among them were ABU Radio Drama Workshop and Festival, ABU International Dance Festival, and also we have progress report on ABU Radio hosted by RRI next year. Our workshop will meet sometime in March next year to start preparation for the festival to be held in November 2017. The aim of the festival is to bring back the drama genre for younger audiences.
Drama radio is actually one of programs that can attract many young listeners and give special message for young listeners. Hideki added that the meeting program section of ABU has also made a progress about new media initiatives and cooperated with UNESCO on a program called General Plan to Asia Pacific. And the last item. 2 years since taking office, President Joko Widodo and Vice President Yusuf Kala still have shortcomings in their leadership to improve the economy. For Development of Economics and Finance, or INDEF, Eni Sri Hartati, President Joko Widodo and Vice President Yusuf Kala in Jakarta on Thursday, SAMI, is the increase of productivity which leads to greater job opportunities. Is there any progress in the last 2 years? Better. There are simply two sides of the economy. The consumption side, could people meet their basic needs easily, have difficulties to produce? One of the indicators is the employment. So the increase of productivity leads to more job opportunities, production boosting the employees. From those basic points, we can evaluate the government. Optimal in running the governance related to the national economic development, INDEF noted higher imports, deceleration of national industry, and the lack of protection for domestic market, expected President Joko Widodo to solve all the problems so that the main agenda of Nawacita.
You're still listening to special program on the 53rd General Assembly Union from Nusa Dua Bali World Service Voice of Indonesia, Pro 1 RRI Jakarta, and Pro 1 RRI. And listener, you're still in Metropolitan International Community Service, brought to you live from Western Resort. As usual, before I bring you our commentary for today, just want to give you some resort Nusa Dua Bali. All of the already taking some break in hours, and they're having some little bit near from the studio, from our studio. So I like to say have a great lunch for all the delegates who hopefully you are enjoying the traditional cuisine of Indonesia, of course. And now, listener, we are going to bring you our commentary for today. As usual, today we are going to bring you a commentary about ABU 2016 in Bali welcomes the radio and television are facing new challenges in the era of media competitions. To remain should strive to exert ability and creativity, especially to face the digital era. The discourse about the anticipation for the radio and televisions, not Nusa Dua Bali, where broadcasters and media people of Radio and Television Broadcasting Union General Assembly, ABUGA. These radios and televisions from Asia-Pacific regions will take place in a number of preliminary activities. Radio Republic of Indonesia, as the host of this grand event, as an active member of ABU, Radio Republic of Indonesia our efforts for the success of ABU. Through the various important issues in the field of radio and televisions, as a program, the participants discuss intensively how to make use of new media as the social media that have more and more users need to strengthen radio and television broadcasting. In this regard, ABU also continues to introduce digital transmitter technology, Digital Radio Mondial or DRM. Through this annual session, new program initiative, namely radio drama, is also talked about. Next year, ABU will organize competitions of such an event productions. Not only listening to and evaluating last year's programs, but also creating next year's program different from the previous one. In the perspective of Indonesia, the members who are present in Bali will be expected to know more about Indonesia as well as the advancement of broadcasting, on which Indonesia is populated with nearly 50 million people. Radio Republic Indonesia's hard work as host is expected to bring about deeply positive impressions to the participants that Indonesia is a good host. In the field of broadcasting, Indonesia certainly hopes that Asia-Pacific development of broadcasting in the digital era. For this moment, if international communities are NHK and China with CRI, in the near future Indonesia will perform and be an example of the rise of a new era of broadcasting through its RRI and TVRI. Through ABU Grand Session in Bali, it is also expected that there is a shared commitment to the realizations of the Asia-Pacific broadcasters who care and anticipate not only technology, but also the diversity of Asia-Pacific. That was commentary.
Manik, ganyo ko amul yaay nampu mam. Bye.
Welcome back again, listener. You're still in Metropolitan International Community Service, brought to you live from Western Resort Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia. And definitely for listener, as usual, it is time for me to bring you our special interview. This time will be presented by my colleague Andi Romdoni with Nur Liza from RTM Malaysia, one of the delegates of the 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly in Western Resort Nusa Dua, Bali.
Okay, listeners, right now I am already here from the RTM, and we are going to know about her background in related to media activities. Good morning, Miss Nurliza.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Okay, Miss Nurliza, can you first introduce to us about yourself and your background, media background?
Okay, I'm Nurliza Muhammad Ali, Director of TV Production, Director of TV Program in Radio Television Malaysia. I've been working for RTM for the past 34 years. Okay, television whole department of 3 channels. That is, we have TV1, TV2, and TV. I'm in charge of the production, in the in-house production for our channel. Actually, yeah.
Ask the story. How is your first engagement with the media?
Okay, my first involvement long time ago, actually in 1990, involved in the ABU Children's Item Exchange. This is who produce program for children. We bring 4 items each and we exchange the content with other broadcaster. That one thing. This is among the pioneer program started by ABU for the members actually. I think now it's been going for about almost 30 years. This project lah, ABU. That's the first time where I get involved with the ABU. For RTM, we expand our involvement with taking part in the ABU TV documentary exchange, and then we later on they introduced the ABU children's drama co-productions, and that later on we have ABU Robocon, where we take parts. That one was 15 years ago, and in fact RTM did host I think in 2006 host the ABU Robocon in Malaysia at one time. So apart from that, since RTM is in Kuala Lumpur, it's just we are neighbor with activity lah in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur.
With ABU, what about with media? What are you doing during your first time engaging with the television? Are you making program or what?
Okay, I started my career in RTM as a producer. Okay, that was in 1982, where I produced magazine and documentary for the agriculture and development program. That's where I started my career. Russian into musical and entertainment program. Yeah. Then I produced documentary, live program, the King Coronation. We have all sorts of live events down there. And as children's program for the children, it's quite interesting, and I think one of my production that's for the best children's award in RTM actually.
It has been a long time, moment that you remember and remember in your memory related to activity in media.
Okay, I think with the presence of ABU, I think 15 years ago, we started to get involved with the ABU Robocon. Okay, where actually this Robocon ABU was started by NHK at that time, and where the students from university, and usually we have the national, we have this competition of Robocon international level in Malaysia. Then the winner we bring to the ABU lah, depends on which. So for the past 50 years we be taking parts in this competition, only until semi-final. Win the champion of this year Robocon to Malaysia, University Technology Malaysia. I think that's the best success lah for the event that we take part.
During this ABU event this year, there are several issues that the ABU tried to pursue. One of them is about the rights to broadcast sports event, international sports event. What is your opinion about that?
I think ABU have to pursue more, okay? Because I think nowadays the rights of the sport is becoming very expensive. Actually, sometimes we can't be afford to buy the right. So I think although ABU have been trying their best, but they have to work harder. I think because like example, the Olympic, they only because now the right of the I think Dengsu been holding a lot of the right there, where they try to break the monopoly, where a certain country only ABU can buy the right for certain smaller country only. For the bigger country or bigger, so example Malaysia cannot buy through ABU for the because they can make money by separating us. But for us we have to go through Dengsu direct. So of course we ABU buy and we can get better price reasonable price. But at the moment it seems that the market is in such a way. So as I said, ABU have to work harder for us a member. If it's not as a member for the ABU Sport Club, we didn't benefit anything. Yeah.
Okay. What member of ABU and also for the people if we succeed in pursuing this aim in the sports?
If or negotiate for the members in terms of buying for the members, of course the price I think will be lower. Of course we get better pricing lah. That's why we really hope the sports director
and the benefit for the people.
The benefit because we can buy at cheaper price lah. Not
and for the people, what is it?
Of course they can watch the content. If Malaysia say RTM as a public broadcaster of the government, we can't show the content. So if we can't show the content, that means the watch through PTV. So maybe the people don't like that matters lah. So I think if the certain price is too high, we also can't affordable to hope ABU to work harder on this matter.
About your perspective on freedom of press. Freedom of press, yeah. What do you think the development of it right now?
As the free freedom press, I think press is going on well. I think that's why. So
what about tell us about the situation? How the freedom of press in Malaysia?
To me, your freedom of press, whichever country you go, the freedom is inverted comma. I think, of course, the things that you can't touch that everybody know. But other than that, I think everybody can report anything on the press. I think that's matter. Yeah.
The last question. What is your biggest hope for this ABU's event this year?
For me, we hope ABU can have more programs for the members, because I came for the program. Of course, we want more program, so that we as member can participate in the program, because be a member we can't benefit anything. I think so. I think as a program people, we want better program to be offered content, or we join in to produce content. Yeah.
Ms. Nurliza, thank you for your time.
Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union. Still in Metropolitan International Community Service, then that was our special interview with. And now to know more the update information about what is going on in Western Resort Nusa Dua Bali after they're having a lunch break, we are going to say hi to my colleague Andy. I don't know where he is, so let's go into ask to. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Nuka.
Yeah, so Andy, where are you right now, and can you explain what is happening after the lunch break?
Thank you, Nuka, and listener, still from the Resort Nusa Dua Bali. Today, Friday 20, the discussions on the 53rd Asia with the ABU Technical Committee meeting, and then there is also continuation from Program Committee meeting and the Presidency meeting, which will be held. The technical meeting and the program meeting develop quality for public service broadcast, and technical meeting that is being held this morning. And with the technical committee meeting this morning, listener discuss several members of the Asia Broadcasting, and among those strategies are about the development of high definition resolution for television broadcast. There is also digital radio presented by Linsal E, and while the HDR or high definition Naruchika Hamaguchi. Later on there will be also discussions on ABU Hamid Nayeri from Iran. There will be advices for evolving media, especially the inner chip, and it will be presented by Bob Plummer, chair of the WBU. Lindsay Kernel will also present discussions on the AB Plus in a smartphone, and there is discussions which will be guided ABC Australia and Toshiaki Hara from Global K World. And besides discussions, there were also announcement and presentation of the 2016 ABU Technical Review Prizes and Engineering Awards. The announcement was made by Dr. Amal Puncinewa as Director of Technology and Innovation ABU, and the awards, namely, there is also commended articles, Best Excellence, Developing Broadcasters, and Broadcast Excellence. Back to Nuka.
Thank you very much, Andi Romdoni from the committee meeting, who exactly going to start for a little while. I give you our next information, our next program. We are going to bring you our tourism attractions in Yogyakarta, but I just want to the second session of the technical committee meeting, and also the program. We are going to have a meeting of the presidency. So we will be right back with you again.
To various information of Indonesian arts and culture.
Hello there, this is a pleasure to meet you again in Indonesia Wonder, a daily segment featuring tourism, culinary, arts and culture from various regions across the country. In today's edition, I'll invite you to Yogyakarta province, so stay tuned in RRI World Service, Voice of Indonesia. Department of Culture and Tourism of Bantul in Yogyakarta recorded 2.58 million 2015, thus contributing 11.15 billion rupiah to the local revenue. Coast in Bantul, namely Parangtritis, Depok Beach, Pantai Baru, Samas Beach. The tourist attractions are caves like Cermi Cave in Selo Pamioro, Imogiri, and Selarong Cave in Pajangan. From 7 tourist destinations most visited by tourists in Bantul, Ayin Beach is classified as the youngest in the region of Yogyakarta. Located in the Ngentak village, Poncosari, Srandaan, access to the beach is relatively easy. From the town of Bantul, it only takes about 30 minutes, but from the city center, it takes about 1 to 2 hours. To get into this tourist area, you have to pay admission fee of 5,000 rupiah per person and parking ticket of 2,000 rupiah per vehicle. To enjoy the beauty of Pantai Baru, from the parking area you have to walk then in the next 100 meters you will pass through thick pine trees that make the atmosphere of the beach not so hot, length of approximately 4,000 meters. It is pretty here, but you must be careful when swimming or playing in the water on the edge shores. In tourist areas, there are spiritual attractions such Petilasan, recluse place of Ngayu Jokarto Hadiningrat family palace, which are still well maintained. You could well see the petilasan while on holiday in Pantai Baru. Pantai Baru was much visited by tourists, especially when every year. In addition, interestingly, here there is also power generation or solar cell and windmills. This hybrid power plant can Pantai Baru continues to be developed as a nature tourism, technology-based education, and windmill that is the powerhouse, as well as an agro of as much as 10, and there are also cages with 100 and numbering about 96 people. As a leading tourist attraction in Bantul, the existing facilities at Pantai Baru is already very complete. There are many seafood stalls, bathroom, toilet, spacing, parking area, mosque, and there is also a rent ATV. You can rent an ATV to travel around the coast. The rent is cheap at 30,000 rupiahs for 50 minutes. That was Indonesian Wonder for today with the topic of Pantai Baru. We will meet again tomorrow with other interesting topics. Sampai jumpa.
Yes, well, listener, after our special interview, also our Indonesian wonder, I think an international community service because my colleague Pauline program here live from Western Resort Nusa Dua, Bali. And to close our program, of course, we are going to bring you our special feature about Heni Sundani in Bogor and her life story, which is a little bit breaking down. So we're going to check out to close our program for today in Metropolitan International Community Service. Sanika signing out. Have a great day.
Bapak saya udah nggak ada biaya lagi.
Must drop out of school. At that time, my father had no anything. I wanted to work. Suddenly, Henny came. She asked me to go to school. She was my savior.
That was said by Annie, one of the farmer's children in the village of Ciglap, Bogor, West Java, who almost could not continue studying to senior high school. Luckily, she received a scholarship from Henny Sri Sundani, an ex-housemate in Hong Kong. Henny worked for 6 years in there. Once she got back to her homeland, Henny initiated Smart Children of Farmers movement by giving learning assistance and scholarship to hundreds of farmers' children. Having graduated from SMK 1 State Vocational School Banjar in 2005, Henny had a dream to continue her study as she did not have enough money. She decided to work in Hong Kong, study at a university on weekends. In 2011, she graduated cum laude distinction, although at first Henny did not tell her employer that she studied at the university. Once she came back from Hong Kong, Henny got married and lives in the village of Jampang, Bogor, West Java. Since 2013, she started being active to go from one kampung or village to another and give extra classes to farmers' children in Sasak village and Jampang village on the weekends. The activities that she calls Smart Children of Farmers Movement then expanded to other villages. The sun rises, the dawn comes, but to teach the children of the farmers. Ciglap village is only 60 kilometers, who are mostly farmers, are still poor. Classroom, but also in a bamboo saung or gazebo situated since midnight. The road, which is mostly not asphalt, turns muddy. However, about 200 children have been waiting for 1 hour before the class begins.
Sebagian besar memang kan anak-anak di sini
Parents here work as farmers, so we can see physically that their houses are still with bamboo plated walls. Most of them study only until elementary school level. Some even stop studying in the 5th grade. I teach children who are not only from Ciglap but also from 4 other kampungs. The surrounding kampungs also come here.
Henny, who was born into a farmer's family, has experienced what the children experience. The woman born in Ciam 11 felt that nobody cared about her children of farmers' movement.
Jadi memang Ibu juga sama seperti itu, sehingga kami tinggal seperti ini di sebuah dusun ya, sangat terpencil.
My parents are farmers, but that it is far from access to health and education. My parents work as farmers because they did not have land. My grandparents were also farmers. Actually,
miskin,
not
itu
all
beberapa
people
juga
are
yang
poor
memang
in the
sudah pergi
kampung.
haji dan sebagainya,
Some
tapi
have
kepedulian
performed
itu
Hajj
yang mahal.
pilgrimage,
Jadi nggak ada
but
satu orang pun
it's
yang
all
peduli,
about
bukan
caring.
hanya saya yang
Nobody
bernasib
cares.
seperti ini. Biru apa biru bahasa Inggrisnya apa? Ipin. Biru bahasa Inggrisnya. Kenceng banget pinter.
Children of farmers, some of the second graders cannot read yet. However, a villager named Ita thanks to Henny for making her child smarter.
Dia ada perubahan, dia semakin pintar. Pintar belajar. Dia semakin
My child
belajar,
is
tahu
smarter and more diligent. My child was not that smart, but now my child can read, know numbers and know letters. Alhamdulillah, thanks God. I find it really helpful. I'm so happy.
What is done by Henny to educate the children of farmers through the Smart Children of Farmers movement is welcomed not only by the villagers but also by the volunteers and youth in Club Village. Every week, Henny does not teach alone. More than 10 volunteers participate in here. On that day, a pencaksilat or martial art trainer from Perisai Diri Martial Art School came.
Nah, sekarang kaki kanannya mana ya kanannya ini? Pegang, mundur yang kanan. Ya, mulai. 1. Lagi, mundur kanannya, 1. Tah, gini tah. Yuk, siap lagi, siap.
Now Henny, who received the Indonesian Smart Active Award in Hong Kong, guides 5 villages in Kemang District, Bogor, West Java. The villages include Kampung Sasak, Kampung Pulo, Kampung Cigelap, Kampung Babakan Pulo, and Kampung Jampang. Besides this, since 2014, Henny has established a library at home and has held classes every Monday.
Sebenarnya programnya banyak ya. Jadi
we have many programs in the ABA computer class and English class. So it has more a life skill or make origami. We want to instill character education to the children in various ways through various interesting skills according to their age.
The Smart Children of Farmers movement is a small part of the Farmers Empowerment Program initiated by Henny. She also helped to develop other programs for the farmers. Various sanitation improvements and health programs are done.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, good. Last day we are study about present tense.
Jadi kami programnya itu
So, besides the health social empowerment program, in the field of health, we built bathing facilities because many people still did MJK and dogs. The sanitation was certainly bad and it caused a bad lifestyle. We also often distribute dental health tools and
Assistance given by Henny. Anwar, a Tigla villager whose house was upper house that accommodates 11 children and grandchildren.
Merasa terharu ya, masa berterima kasih betul.
I thank Henny for helping me and my children who now can go back to school. She always monitors my children and I. Thank God, my grandchildren can live here, not me. Various programs that Henny runs were self-funded at first. Often writes about her activities in the social media. From there,
donatur kadang, oh Mbak maaf ya bulan ini nggak bisa, tapi kita ke anak-anak.
The donors donation this month, but we still give the donation to the children. If the test is coming, we have to pay. We have to handle it by our children, but we only had 145,000 rupiah in our account. At the same time, we had a electricity, so we paid 100,000 for the left in our ATM account. On the other hand, it was still middle of the month, but thanks to God Almighty, there is always a way out.
Dry land is restless. The leaves are sentinels full of farmers. Henny moved from one village to another to live in their dreams.
Ya, kita berharap dengan
Hope that the children can get a better education, dream, as well as have a hope. It is the hope that can wants to be a doctor. I hope I can realize my dreams. I want to make my parents happy. I want to make it want to cause problems for them.
Mungkin kalau anak petani jadi petani,
it is common that children of farmers become farmers, children of the poor become poor. But we want to change it, so children of farmers can become successful people in whatever they choose to do.
You've just listened to special program on the 53rd General Assembly of Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, broadcast live from Western Resort Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia.
La milonga de Ricardo en cha cha cha. Esta es la milonga cha cha.
A la hija de Juan Simón era Simón en amor, él mismo a su propia hija, él mismo cavó la fosa, murió en una mano la pala el asador, y todos le preguntan, soy enterrador y vengo, soy enterrador y vengo. Corazón.
Esta es la milonga de Ricardo. Esta es la milonga de Ricardo en cha cha cha.
Yo con mi bongo, Nini, yo Niki, Nini, como Ninanga, Nini, Nazario, Ebony, Yabisona yo, Yaboringo, Yarero, Besuka Seriwa. Namoni, pasi petinate, Jerry Wangai, Okanyi Erongi, Soki Osui, Zera Yasika, Lobelangai, Namwa Chantier. Baya! Eu quero passar a lua de mel, eu levo no meu ser. Viajaremos para viver em paz. Eu vou descansar, toda a minha ambição. Vamos viver sem preocupação. Estaremos muito felizes em nossa solidão.
And you're listening to special program of the 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Resort Hotel Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia.
Bang Paul,
Iya,
Ini
oke.
pradelegasi sudah selesai Nusantara 1 dan Nusantara 3 untuk melanjutkan sidang mereka.
Ada 1 jam lagi.
Nah, 1 jam
Ya,
lagi.
1 jam
oke.
lagi jatah kita untuk berbicara. Tapi let me share some information about Radio Pasar. Ini adalah salah satu ya terobosan baru yang dilakukan oleh LPP RRI. Ya tentang bagaimana cara supaya ini gunanya adalah untuk memotong rantai distribusi yang terlalu panjang. Sehingga sampai di konsumen ketika barang-barang itu di tangan konsumen itu sangat tinggi harganya nih.
Jadi itu adalah program radio yang mempertemukan ya produsen, pedagang dan konsumen.
Kalau sudah seperti itu caranya maka boleh dikatakan relatif lebih murah lah dibandingkan dengan apa yang kita dapat ketika Radio Pasar ini memang benar-benar bisa dioperasikan. Yang kan cabai itu bisa sampai 125.000 per kilo.
Bahkan lebih mahal loh Bang Paul. Nggak sampai 125 sih, lebih mahal. Memang harganya melambung tinggi.
Ya. Dan tentu saja kita harapkan sekali lagi bahkan di RRI Bogor.
Di RRI,
ya,
betul.
RRI Bogor sudah diuji cobakan sangat luar biasa ya. Dan kita harapkan ini juga ini akan bisa dilakukan. Saya ingat juga RRI Denpasar juga pernah melakukan seperti ini
Pada tahun
pagi-pagi.
berapa itu?
Ya baru-baru ini pagi-pagi itu biasanya reporter itu akan ke pasar, kemudian juga selalu menginformasikan tentang harga pasar. Seperti apa sih perkembangannya dari hari ke hari. Sehingga juga masyarakat boleh dikatakan informasinya benar
Juga akan ada event itu tanggal 23 ya.
23.
Betul nggak sih?
Betul, tanggal 23
di mana nih
itu
Bang
kita
Paul?
berada di
Ikut ya.
Dan saya berbangga karena saya adalah salah satu yang menyambut
Iya,
nanti
kembali lagi
para
ya.
delegasi.
Jangan lupa tanggal 23 di Tanah Lot
Di
ya.
Tanah Lot Temple.
Tahun 2016, RR Rumah dan Penyelenggara ABUGA ke-53, Assembly ke-53, dihadiri para praktisi di kawasan Asia Pasifik, membahas isu-isu aktual seputar dunia penyiaran, teknologi, program, inovasi terkini, dan pengembangan penyiaran internasional. Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly ke-53 18 sampai 26 Oktober 2016, Bali, Indonesia.
Esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. Parando tu momento, haber observado mis momentos junto a dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. Me abrazó el instante mismo que tú me dijiste adiós, y no fue una gran tristeza, fue como ir de menor a mayor. Esperado, más te veía muy feliz en los brazos de mí, mas ahora que recuerdas a mis brazos, siempre tu amante, tu novia. Si algunas con aquella que te amó, pues también me conoció. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, porque esa misma noche encontré un amor. No me hubieras dejado esa noche, siempre pertenecido a ti. Soledad, siempre pertenecido a ti. Soledad, siempre pertenecido a ti. Soledad, siempre soledad, siempre soledad, siempre pertenecido a ti. Siempre pertenecido a ti.
Third Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly live from the WESTIN Resort.
Bang Paul, kalau
Oke.
ngomongin objek wisata kemarin ngomongin Kuta, terus
Suatu.
coba deh sekali-sekali datang ke kabupaten aku. Beleleng.
Oh, Beleleng.
Dari Beleleng nih. Ayo dong ajak-ajak biar nggak cuman sekedar ke Denpasar aja ya delegasinya, biar main-main juga ke Beleleng. Karena banyak sekali di sana juga ada objek wisata yang bagus.
Apa sih sebenarnya yang seksi di situ apa?
Yang terkenal di sana ada lumba-lumbanya.
Lumba-lumba.
Itu di
Pernah
pantai.
nggak? Pernah nggak? Pernah ikut tur itu nggak?
Pernah dong.
Oke,
Di
jam berapa?
Lovina.
Jam berapa bangunnya?
Bangunnya jam 4.
Betul sekali. Memang kita harus bangun jam 4 pagi,
Jam 4
kemudian kita pakai
pagi,
boat,
iya.
kemudian kita ke tengah laut.
Betul
Lalu di
banget.
sana nanti kita akan ketemu dengan beberapa kawanan 4-5 kawanan ya lumba-lumba yang sedang
loncat.
dan seperti itulah arena mereka bermain.
Iya, keren kan Bang Paul? Bang Paul berarti
Kali mengikuti tur itu dan itu
Oke,
fantastis. Dengan
iya.
catatan bahwa lebih awal.
Tidur lebih awal karena bangunnya pagi.
Jam 4 pagi kita sudah harus start
Iya.
di selimut dingin seperti itu.
Betul.
Kemudian nanti balik sekitar jam 7 atau
Kalau
8.
kesiangan nanti lumba-lumbanya nggak mau muncul.
Betul, karena mereka sudah pergi.
Iya betul.
Udah,
ya jadi harus ya rela lah bangun pagi ya demi mendapatkan lumba-lumba yang cantik.
Ya.
Apa?
Berapa lama dari if the delegate to Buleleng Regency?
Oh,
berapa
dari,
lama?
Kalau
kira-kira?
dari Nusa
2 jam ya?
karena nggak macet-macet sekali perjalanan ke Lovina 2 jam cukup lah Bang Paul.
Dan kalau kita ke Lovina itu sebenarnya banyak daerah-daerah wisata, tempat wisata yang bisa kita. Kemudian
Betul.
setelah Bedugul kita ketemu, Bedugul itu identik dengan Botanical Garden.
Iya.
Kemudian dengan
Kebun
danaunya.
raya,
Tamblingan,
Tamblingan.
ya, kemudian naik lagi ke situ kita ada monyet-monyetnya di situ.
Iya, ada,
Kemudian turun
iya.
lagi ketemu dengan git-git.
Juga digit-git ya.
Betul.
Ada campuhan, kemudian kalau nggak salah ada 3 Bang Paul. Bener
Saya
nggak?
baru satu yang ke sana ke.
Oh, yang mana?
Git-git Waterfall.
Waterfallnya aja. Ada
jadi-
yang campuhan loh.
Oh.
Itu air terjun kembar. Betul, namanya campuhan.
Campuhan ya.
Iya.
Jadi ini, jadi bukan tujuannya cuma
Ya, jadi ya
you will
sambil
have some
menyelam,
beautiful.
minum air,
Betul.
langsung semuanya dikunjungi.
Hi, very good afternoon from Canada, UNESCO. Okay, you are listening to 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly and live from the WESTIN Resort Bali, Nusa Dua, Indonesia. I guess here in the studio, Adam, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you so much.
Welcome to our studio.
I am from UNESCO. I work with UNESCO Bangkok. Yes.
So I want to know, what is your, are you a member of the, you are an observer and so on?
So, Pacific Broadcasting Union, we've worked together before for many years, partnerships and new opportunities to engage broadcasters and media across Asia Pacific.
Okay, what Broadcasting Union, especially when we are talking about engagement, young people.
Yeah. All around the world.
Right.
Young people are often going to, this is a global phenomenon.
Right.
But the public broadcaster channel to communicate and reach out to young people as well. We do a lot of work in protecting journalists, promoting part of what UNESCO is. But what we want to do here is explore ways that broadcasters can engage young people in a meaningful way.
What do you think? I ask you about your opinion about the radio and television. Is it still radio and television, the previous, let's say that Radio Republic of Indonesia, or sexiest thing to see or to listen by the...
I think it depends where you are. So you know better than a diverse country. Each island will engage media. It's important to not make generalizations. When we are creating a program, where are they? And I think the majority of public broadcasters have quite an old, around 40, 50, 60, that is global. But what you find, content that is very youth-focused, that engage, really respect that. Young people, they may go to social networks first for their news, but if the public broadcaster reaches out and creates content that's respect, they will come and engage the public broadcaster. I believe that.
The Radio Pacific Broadcasting Union, do you have some future? Because this is talking about the media for the future.
I do. I think we're having lots of events about new media. Now, when we say new media, it can mean different things to different people. For example, UNESCO is currently working to launch a program called Generation What in Asia
Generation
Pacific.
Watch.
That's right.
What is it like? Can you describe more?
It's new media in the sense that it's a transmedia campaign. So we work with broadcasters to launch an online website that is kind of like a survey, but it's a really fun survey. So young people actually like it a lot. To love, but also education, employment, immigration, all of these different subjects, their generation. Public broadcasters launch this campaign and use the information from the survey to create youth-centered content. So to create a campaign that really respects young people. We are, like adults cannot speak to young people. You need young people to do that for you. And that's what and other new media, transmedia programs can do.
When we adult generation, why are you focusing on the empowerment of the young people, young people?
It's not the future. They are today. And more, young people in the Asia Pacific face many issues that are quite similar. So young people, if you look at the research, often feel like public institutions do not represent them. They feel like public broadcasting do not represent them. And I'm sure that they think a lot of UNESCO or United Nations programs maybe don't represent them. So more and more we are working out ways to engage them in the design and the delivery of everything that we do. Why is it important? Because young people are going to have to deal with, they need to have a role in changing the world today, because it is them.
Okay, and this is not like the last question to the young people, because you are now in the 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, and I believe that maybe you just absorb anything from the meeting and so on. So do you have any something to say to all the young generation in the world?
I would say. So one of the things UNESCO really tries to promote is civic engagement. So how do we get more young people involved in changing the world? Because that in itself is very challenging and can look different in any country you go in. I would say when you are designing a campaign, when you are deciding which media should I focus on, you don't just use Facebook because all of your friends are on Facebook. You identify who is my target audience and how do I read the media based on that. Think strategically about they're still very relevant. And if you can use them in an innovative and unique way, you can achieve your goals, whether you are campaigning for social justice or you are just trying to raise awareness about issues in the community. So be open, be strategic, and don't ignore the likes of TV and radio because the audiences are still huge.
Okay, Adam, thank you very much for joining us in this 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anda sedang mengikuti siaran khusus Asia Assembly ke-53 dari
You are listening to special program on the 53rd General Assembly from Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia.
Beberapa negara berbagi tentang inspirasi teknologi mereka, yaitu dari KBS yang diwakili oleh Yong Seok Chae yang berbagi tentang UHD TV One ATSC 3.0, dan ada Dr. Peter Siebert dari DVB Switzerland yang memaparkan tentang bagaimana masa depan dunia penyiaran, dan ada juga Mr. Kong Bin dari RTPRC China yang memaparkan juga tentang keuntungan media konvergensi.
أحبك قلت ماني بأسمع ردديها بعد زور قالت أحبك قلت ماني بأسمع بالله عليكي ردديها بعد زور خلي شباب القلب يرجع ونلاقي صحار العمر أزهار قولي أحبك يا خلي ليالي الوصل بالي يا حياتي في بالي وراعي الهوى معذور لو كان يطمع إن الزمان يجود والعمر محدود قولي أحبك يا هنايا تعالي خلي ليالي الوصل أحلى ليالي حياتي في بالي وراعي الهوى معذور بالي جود والعمر محدود وخلي شباب القلب للقلب يرجع ونلاقي صحار العمر أزهار ورود قولي أحبك قولي أحبك قربي سمعيني أحلى كلام الحب يا نور عيني بالله عليكي بالوفا وعديني لا تجرحين القلب الجرح يوجع وصير أنا موعود بفراق وصدود قولي أحبك قربي سمعيني أحلى كلام الحب يا نور عيني بالله عليكي بالله لا تجرحين القلب يا موعود بفراق وصدود.
Pendengar, salah satu teknologi selama ABUGA ke-53 ini adalah Digital Radio Mondial. Membuat saya jadi penasaran, sehingga akhirnya saya memutuskan untuk ngobrol dengan
Digital Radio Mondial, or DRM short, is the latest digital national corporations over the last few years which is open. So it's not a closed standard, it's an open standard. It's very green, it's very efficient. It's a very important issue for every broadcaster. So the benefits or the value is that allows broadcasters to stay in. If in analog you have one program for one frequency, with DRM you can have up to 3 audio programs plus an additional data channel, which means that you can show on text, you can show pictures, you can do whatever you want. So it's a much more content the listeners, and that is going to be very attractive for the listeners.
Yes, it's very attractive. It's very amazing. We already using the DAB plus. What is the difference?
Well, these two technologies are sort of, I would say, sister technologies because they have been developed by the same same companies over the years. But DRM has got the advantage that it runs on all the frequency bands of radio. So you have the broadcasts also in the AM modes, which are then digital, and in the VHF mode. So you can have it in long wave, medium wave, short wave, in the VHF bands. So this offers a lot of flexibility. Now, if you can cover very large areas, and that is very suitable for Indonesia or for any other country in Asia who speak a lot of languages or dialects. So if, what I said before, you can have them in several languages at the same time. And that is a big advantage. Flexibility in terms of coverage and also in terms of
output. Because in AM frequency, the output is so noisy,
Yeah, well, everything that is digital is a lot of improvement in the sound. DRM, because it's the latest digital rate, which has very low bit rates and can mix music, handle this very, very, very well. Either the music was bad quality or the speech was bad quality. New audio codec, you can have very perfect sound in both. So you can combine the two. Then that's the latest audio codec.
Yes, move to digital era. I don't know the exact time, but immediately.
That's it's you can't have very, very cheap things, but it depends on the deals that the broadcasters have with the manufacturers of transmitters, because that's a commercial issue. We, as a consortium in Digital Radio Mondiale, we can't talk about the prices. It depends very much what the broadcasters want, how many transmitters they want to buy or to upgrade. And by the way, because you talk about transmitters, another value that DRM brings to the broadcaster structure of a broadcaster, if it's not too old, I mean transmitter infrastructure, like transmitters upgraded to digital to DRM, which is completely new. So that's a lot of money saving. To upgrade an existing transmitter, so you plug in, becomes digital. This has happened in Bogor, was upgraded to digital. An analog transmitter of RRI was upgraded to digital, and the same happened 2 days ago or 3 days ago when manufacturers came and upgraded a transmitter in Denpasar, which became digital, and when it was tested in a car, the broadcast was very, very well received. I mean, the transmission. Yeah.
Because when government decided to move to a digital era, all the private radio have to move to the digital era.
Well, that's again competition in the market, and obviously we would welcome any broadcaster who believes that they can improve their program. The secret for digital radio is not to keep the same, because digital offers you so much more. The content is very important. We'll want to have new content, more modern, more contemporary, more music, and then various entertainment programs. And you can do all this with digital, and you can have slideshows, you can pictures of the songs, the text of the songs, the pictures of the singers on the small screen. So the broadcaster can really manipulate this, like a Hollywood film.
Okay, do you have any representative office in Indonesia?
No, we don't have representatives, but we have very good partners like RRI, for instance, and that is our representation in each of the countries. It's the broadcasters themselves and the stakeholders whom the project office of DRM is not very big, okay, but big are the stakeholders in each country. So we work with them very closely.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Yanti Yuswit untuk Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly.
As I walk through the valley of the shadows of death. I will fear no evil, for I the dreams and the demons cannot follow. Circle are the same. Fly like a moth into the flame. See down, the sea, the sea down, the sea down. You will see the garden grow. Look around you and then maybe of Eve. Oh, children of Adam, the center and the circle are the same. I fly like a moth into the flame of the seed the seed the seed and one by one the scales fall from our eyes, oh, and one by one we begin to realize why we waited for so long to hear, why we waited for this
Edu Shop.
Sama Mr. Do Hyung Kang from KBS about the excellent award that KBS received the excellent award.
And it's we actually Mr. Park, who is the managing director of technology. He's got the award because of his contribution to terrestrial industry.
K-pop in Indonesia is really give many influence and on this industry. How do you think about that?
Actually, it's good with Korean wave, and there are lots of music shows. I heard that, but for me, because I'm an engineer, I'm not taking that part. I think it will make good influence to Korea and Indonesia both.
Okay, so you are an engineering in KBS TV, right? So what do you know about the digital broadcasting?
Yes, I don't know the situation in Indonesia. We finished it to transition to now heading to UHD broadcasting from next year.
Your expectation for this ABU event?
How to decrease the digital divide and gap for Asia Pacific region. And I hope this meeting will help and meeting world TV channel. It is also launched in the concert like a music bank was held in Jakarta 2 years ago. I think because of that, I don't know which actor or actress is famous in Indonesia.
And one of the artists from Korea is Ali.
Yes, I heard.
So what do you think about Ali?
She is really attractive, and her soul when she internal soul for everyone.
It's your second time here?
Yes, it's very attractive. There are lots of fancy resorts, and when I meet people in Bali, they are very nice and kind. It's quite attractive city, island.
Titi Nandini melaporkan dari Westin Hotel and Resort Nusa Dua Bali for ABU General Assembly 2016. Pendengar saat ini saya sedang bersama Mr. Do Hyung Kang from KBS Korea. Okay, I just want to ask you about the excellent award that KBS received.
Soti jambu wasa, soti jambu wasa, wasa jambu.
Soti jambu wasa, soti jambu wasa, wasa jambu. Soti wasa jambu.
Wow, keren banget lagunya. Still in 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly, live from the Western Resort Bali, Nusa Dua, Indonesia.
Lagunya, weh, itu aja taunya nih.
Tapi dengan suara seperti itu sudah bisa dipastikan bahwa Ira ini jago nyanyi. Gitu.
Oh tidak mungkin.
Oke.
Kita mau kasih tahu untuk schedule meeting besok. Ya, tentunya besok kalau yang Iren paling tunggu-tunggu adalah TV.
Dan itu malam ya.
Malam
itu
ya.
Jam 19 ya, jam 19. Kemudian paginya itu akan dimulai dengan 9.30 sampai 17.30 ini akan ada technical committee meeting. Kemudian juga pada saat yang bersamaan juga di tempat yang berbeda itu adalah Women with the Wave Forum. Nah ini dia
ini juga
JJ
penting.
besok kayaknya seksi banget itu J. Ya, enggak. Kita bicara tentang Women Wave tomorrow.
Iya.
Right? Oke, itu kita akan mendapatkan bahan yang sangat bagus dan juga pembicara-pembicaranya juga sangat luar biasa.
Oke, di Nusa Nantara 2 ada Quality Management Workshop.
Kemudian yang terakhir ya di Medan Room maksudnya adalah Administrative Council. Jadi kita ingatkan Song Festival live broadcast. Nah, itu dia.
Nah,
itu.
ini jam 19.
Jam 7 ya, jam 7 malam akan ada show di sini. Dan ini kesempatan bagi masyarakat untuk melihat penampilan seperti apa sih. Dan kita tadi sudah ada dua yang akan tampil
Novita Dewi.
Gitu.
Ya.
Kemudian tadi juga kita sempat informasikan berdarah Afghanistan tadi ya kan yang
Kasimi,
cantik
ya?
sekali Kasimi.
Okay.
Tentu saja juga ya hasil-hasil dari meeting hari ini kita akan update besok pagi kita akan muncul lagi di sini di 9.30 menit waktu
dan nanti
Indonesia
juga
Tengah.
masih ada meeting of the presidency pukul 17 hingga 18.
Hanya 1 jam ya. Kemudian ini juga ada pemenang award radio and TV program ya tentu saja. Ini nanti kita akan dapatkan informasinya, update informasi lah gitu. Karena inilah tempat bagi kita untuk mendapatkan informasi-informasi aktual terkini tentang 53rd Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly yang berlangsung di Nusa Dua ini. Akhirnya.
Finally Irana Mora.
Dan saya Paul Suhadi mengucapkan terima kasih dan mewakili seluruh kru yang Union mengucapkan terima kasih. Selamat sore.
Telah Anda ikuti siaran khusus Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union General Assembly yang ke-53. Kami siarkan langsung dari Westin Resort Nusa Dua, Bali, Indonesia.
You've just listened to a special program on the 53rd General Assembly, Asia Pacific Resort Nusa